Everyone in Umuko village avoided the old priest's hut. They said if you stood too close at night, you'd hear someone whisper your name from inside the wall. The priest had been dead for 20 years, but the wall still spoke. Umuko was a peaceful village surrounded by thick forests and red clay roads. At the edge of the village stood an abandoned hut, once owned by Dibia Okri, a powerful but feared priest. Some said he made charms with human blood. Others claimed he could speak to the dead. When he died, no one dared take his house. Not even thieves touched it. Every night, strange sounds came from inside. And the villagers agreed, stay away from the wall. But then one night, 17-year-old Muna, the village orphan, ran past the hut during a storm, and she heard it. A whisper. Soft. Deep. Slow. Muna. She froze. The voice came from inside the wall. She turned, heart pounding, but saw no one. She ran. The next day, Muna asked the elders, who lives in that hut now? They looked at her like she was mad. No one. That place is cursed, one said. But, someone whispered my name, she said. Old Mama Nwoka, the village storyteller, pulled her aside. Child, she said, that whisper. It calls only those it wants. If you answer it, something follows you home. That night, Muna couldn't sleep. She kept hearing it. Not outside this time, but in her mind. Muna. She clutched her mat and wept. The next evening, Muna went back, this time with a lantern. She stood before the hut's cracked mud wall. If you have something to say it, she shouted. Silence. Then, a crack opened in the wall. Inside, she saw a small wrapped bundle. A charm. A warning. She reached in and pulled it out. It was an old, faded cloth. Inside it, a tiny wooden mask and a bone. Suddenly, her lantern blew out. A cold voice whispered from behind her. You opened it. Now finish what he started. She turned, but no one was there. Muna ran straight to Mama Nwoka. The old woman trembled when she saw the mask. This belonged to Dibia Okori, she said. He trapped a soul in that wall, someone he wronged. A servant girl he killed. Muna's hands shook. Why is it calling me? Because your blood, Mama said quietly. He was your grandfather. Muna's eyes widened. She never knew her parents. She never knew this secret. The whisper wants justice. Set the soul free, or the wall will never stop calling. That night, Muna returned. She placed the mask and bone inside a clay pot, lit herbs, and began to speak. To the spirit trapped by my bloodline. I release you. A wind howled through the hut. The walls groaned. A shadow emerged, the shape of a girl, young, sad, and smiling. Thank you, she whispered. Now I can rest. And just like that, the wall cracked and crumbled. The whisper was gone. The next morning, the hut was gone, just dust and a bare patch of land. The villagers were amazed. The whisper had stopped. Muna stood tall. She wasn't just the orphan girl anymore. She was the one who listened, and the one who freed the whisper in the wall. From that day, she became the new storyteller, the one who made fear speak, then silence answer.